where Vince made a pretty substantial offer in late 97. On the heels of Brett leaving, he's reaching out and making an offer for the Ultimate Warrior to come work for him. Instead, Warrior goes to work for Eric Bischoff. Do you remember this being annoying, frustrating? Did it piss the chairman off?
Well, a lot of guys on our side didn't really believe that the Warrior was the answer.
Right.
So we didn't have a lot of, weren't despondent over the fact that we didn't get him. A lot of the guys in the front office, the Pattersons of the world and so forth, maybe even Bruce, knew the limitations of Warrior. We're not getting a great worker. We're getting an attraction. Attractions to work have to be used sparingly and be made to keep special. And so that was how I looked at. A lot of us looked at the same thing. He's an attraction. You can get one off on him, and he'll help you out there. If you don't overexpose him, he can probably still give you a little bit of a rub. But most guys didn't have the confidence that Warrior was the answer to our issues. You don't replace a Bret Hart with anybody that I know of, sans maybe in Austin, and it worked. So it was it wasn't when Warrior went to work for Eric, it didn't drive everybody crazy because we knew what Eric was getting. He's getting an attraction, and as long as you don't try to make Warrior something that he's not, being an attraction, then you might get some sporadic use out of him, and he might do a nice rub for some guys. But he's not going to put anybody over. He's not going to do that. He's not going to do the honors to any degree, maybe occasionally. But in any event, it wasn't a big thing. And Warrior, I had been around Warrior when he was young. When he was half of the Blade Runners. It was going to be Watts' version of the Road Warriors, and he was teaming with Sting. And the Cowboys saw nothing in Warrior, which is hard to maybe fathom or process for some people. Cowboy wanted guys that could work, and he wanted tough guys. He didn't believe that Warrior was either of those two things. And so Warrior then got cut and went to Dallas to work with Fritz Von Erich, and Gary Hart was just going to be his manager. I think that helped him some, without question. If Gary Hart had come to WWF with the Warrior, it might have helped that transition better because Gary Hart was Gary Hart was a lot like Don Callis. He thought like a heel 24/7. So he could probably help him there some, but it didn't happen that way. But Vince loved the look, man. He loved the 8x10s. He loved the covers of magazines with Warrior on it. A lot of things, a lot of boxes that Warrior checked, but being a great worker was not one of them.